Yep, silver and gold are rebounding. We'll take a look at the live prices of gold, silver, and platinum, see what the next targets may be, of course, and we'll just hang out and do the usual GMS family stuff if you're watching this on the replay. Do I have to tell you to use the time codes? It's the easiest thing in the world to do. I'll put those below and I'll put them everywhere around so you can't miss your favorite thing. But if you're watching this live, you get to enjoy everything we do here at Good Morning Stackers, your weekdaily live morning show all about gold, silver, bullion, economic news, this, that, and the other. It's a great time, and in the first 1 minute of the show, we do the Synchronised Slurp. That's where you grab a tasty beverage of your choice. The rule is you must slurp it audibly. Wherever you are in the world, I don't care, in a meeting, by yourself, in the shower, whatever. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slurp it. God, I love the slurp. Do you love the slurp? I love the slurp. My name is Joe Main. Are we live here? We're doing all well. We are live on YouTube today. It's not going to Facebook for some reason, and Twitter doesn't like me for some reason. That's life, but you know who does like me? You, my GMS family. Hit the big red subscribe button to join said family and give me a big like right now, all the shout outs and all that kind of stuff. We'll do that in a second. 520 subscribers. Started this show, I think, just late April, something like that. And all that time, in only that time, 520 subscribers, we gave away, I've still yet to send it, but I will send it, I promise, to Charlie Miller. It's going to go out this week, I promise. We gave away this 1 ounce silver coin, the Jekyll Island, very rare, according to Tony Peterson, who will be in the chat, I'm sure, very soon. She donated this coin, this silver round, and we did that for the 500 subscriber-ish. There was a big competition giveaway thing. When we get to 1,000, which I reckon will be pretty soon, end of the year, easy. End of the year, no problem, because we are the winning team. I'll do another giveaway. Let's do some shout-outs, and then we'll take a look at silver, gold, platinum, and I don't really have a topic of the day today. Nothing crazy has happened in the news, so we'll just get on our merry way. CT from the Lone Star State says GMS 6:30 p.m. and 98 degrees Fahrenheit in Texas. Very pretty evening. Yeah. Over 100 starts to get, but in Australia, just so you know, we're very used to the hot stuff, to the real hot heat. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you exactly the hottest weather I've ever experienced live. Let's go degree to Fahrenheit. All right. I experienced 45.5 degree heat. So that is 113.9. So it's around about, so we'll just call it 45. It was 113 degrees Fahrenheit. I experienced that on New Year's Day, 2000 and I want to say 9, maybe 2009, something like that, in Sydney. And me and a friend, I'd gone to a party. I'd flown up just for this thing. I was up in flown to a party, and then we walked from where he lived in Sydney to Bondi Beach, which is it was a really long walk in 45 degree heat, in 113 degree Fahrenheit heat. And then we went to the movies and saw 2 movies back to back because it was air conditioned. So it's went, we'll see a movie. We'll just go see another movie. Anyway, so that is the hottest I've ever been in. GMS says Mark, Florida, the Don. GMS, hope everyone has been well. We have. Living Out a Man. GMS. Living Out a Man says, I got a big surprise when I checked the XAG to AUD, so silver to Australian dollar on XE.com. Good old XE.com. A bit of a glitch there, I think. $57.33 in Australian dollars, up in 24 hours? No. And the gold to silver ratio was 64. No, it's still acting weird. Had to check Kitco prices to see. Yeah, that's interesting. Sometimes there'll be glitches. One day it will happen where you will wake up after 24 hours and you'll see a 20% move, a 30% move in, up in silver and gold in one, maybe not gold, but silver. And when you start seeing those kind of moves, you really need to think about selling a bit. That's all I say. When you see a 30% move in silver, something really weird's going on with the world, or it's a big euphoria kind of peak. So yes, good evening. If corroborated, yeah, XE must have some technical issues unless there is a price discovery reason. Nah, there is no price discovery reason as far as I'm aware. GMS from Portland, Oregon. G'day, Chris Phipps. Again, man, I feel for you living in Portland. Not because it's a bad city. I didn't spend any time there. Unfortunately, I lived in the States for a year, but I didn't spend any time really on the West Coast. I lived on the East Coast. But, we've talked about it before. Chris, if you're kind of into precious metals, you probably lean more in a certain direction politically, and living in Portland, Oregon in particular, man, that's got to be I reckon it's got to be difficult. Ashes Gold Adventures, GMS. Danny Vitt, morning champions. We are champions. We are the winning team. 520 subscribers in such a short amount of time, and they just constantly go up and up. So if you like winning, you like to join the winning team, hit the big red subscribe button. Gold's looking good today. We'll take a look at that. I'm heading off to race my bicycle in an hour, so I'll slurp my energy drink. Good on you, man. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Jason. Knackers O'Reilly, GMS. 2009, yes, 40... There you go. That would be the same 2009. I was correct. It was around about that time. 46 degrees. That's about 113 degrees, 114 Fahrenheit. Ugh, it was brutal. And we have a really dry heat here as well. Well, depending on where you are. GMS says, Greg C, debt is great. Yeah, 30%. Exactly. Debt is great. Says 30% move means move to the bunker immediately. Something's going on. If you see a real move at 30% in 24 hours in silver, new. And Hazza says GMS. Now, normally what I would do at this point, just before we do the silver and gold and platinum analysis, I would talk to you about my brand partner, Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. I think they're having one slight issue with the website. It might depend on the browser that you're on. So if you go to perthbullion.com.au, you can tell me right now. It seems like their SSL, their certificate, whatever that SSL security certificate may have run out. Doesn't mean they're going anywhere. It just means someone's got to hit the renew button or something like that. So if you go to perthbullion.com.au, it may come up with a warning. This is a scammy, fishy kind of, not that kind of thing, but gives you a little warning. Don't stress. They'll be right back, I'm sure. I've already messaged Ricky at Perth Bullion Exchange this morning. There is a 2-hour difference, so it's like 7:30 in the morning there. You might just be getting up now, finding out about it. So you can still buy all your greatest bullion, gold, silver bullion from Perth Bullion Exchange, and they are the first bullion dealer in Australia to offer free shipping. Free shipping on buying any kind of volume at all. You buy a tube of silver coins, tube of silver rounds, free shipping worldwide. You can mix and match, buy 20 of anything, and you can mix and match. So as long as you've got 20 or more items in your shopping cart, whatever it is, instant free shipping. It's just crazy. So don't forget to like the vid. I do agree with that, CT. And Wally says, so cold in Melbourne. Yeah, it's really chilly out here. I got a heater between my legs. Wally, I've known you for a bit, but don't be too braggadocious, okay, bro? I am conscious I need to keep them nuggets warm. Yes, that's true. Jason said, yeah, tried to go to perthbullion.com.au this morning, got that message. Don't worry, it'll be back, I'm sure. Give it 24 hours or less than that, quite possibly. Nuggets, love it. All right. Time code, people. Let's take a look at silver, gold, and platinum, the usual live precious metals analysis, and then we'll do some questions or something like that, and we'll get out of here. I also need to make sort of more, another announcement about the membership thing, which will be happening eventually. Here is silver on the, it's on the 4-hour time frame. Cool, whatever. $28.35 US cents. Okay, we've had that rebound. Okay, so what was I talking about? It was pretty obvious. Again, don't take me for anything, whatever. But I was suggesting a rebound, but it was pretty damn obvious. Why? Because we had, out of interest on the 4-hour, if you're new to the channel, we had double dipped on the relative strength index on the 4-hour time frame. Check that out and check that out. That tells me like 70%, 80% chance that, it's going to at least see some relief to the opposite direction. So I was very confident. Well, I said like 70% or more than 50%, whatever I think it was. I have to go back and watch the videos for a rebound. And I said, watch out for the level of around about $28.50. We haven't topped out there yet. Doesn't mean we will, but around about $28, we hit about $28.40. Okay, what's 10 cents between friends? So we have seen a rebound. Okay, we really do need to, as I've said, break this downtrend line right here. This goes all the way back to not that far, to May 20th, roughly, of this year, May 20th, 2024. So that this hit confirmed it. This break and support confirmed it. This move and this support confirmed it as a key trend line for me personally. So we need to break above it. So you're looking at around about that 28.80. See this previous level of resistance right here, and this cluster of resistance there. See that, and see that spike right there? That tells me I've got a decent horizontal resistance line at 28.75, 28.80, call it. You can call it anywhere between there and $29 US, because I want to see this trend line broken. If we close any day, if we close a day above it, I'm saying, oh, that's positive, okay? And then we could be back into trading range here, okay? But until we're above there, we are still, there's still more than a 50% chance that we head back into the best buy zone of anywhere between 28 to 26 US dollars. Do I say it's going there 100%? No, because I don't do 100%ers. Except I will give you 100% in the inverted quotes. 100% meaning, you can't account for black swan events or massive market manipulation or anything like that. But out of interest for my new subscribers, my final hurdle, which tells me that we're not 99% in a bull market since we've been over 26 US dollars, I'll be 100%, quote unquote, after we close any month above 31 US dollars. And I mean 31 US dollars exactly. You preferably want to close, 31.10, 31.20. Closing on 31? Yeah, no, you want to close above 31, which tells me no 100% bull market. Now it's just go time. And yeah, we might see some ups and downs, but we're not seeing, 26 broken again, okay? No chance, in my humble opinion. So I give that 100% of my own opinion, not financial advice, blah, blah, blah. And that would just say that we are then just, we'll go up and down, but we'll be continuing up on our merry way. Out of interest, the next merry way little resistance level is $38.50. After that, you've got the obvious previous all-time high, which would maybe get tested again as a triple top like it did with gold, right? It went 2080, 2080, a third time 2080. It looked like a triple top, and then it went, ha-ha, sucker, and then went straight through. So you might see the same thing. You may not see when we get to $50 silver in US dollars terms again. It might not break it clear straight away. It might do the potential triple top thing. So it might fake you out again, come back down to your $40 area, and then go, ha-ha, mofos, and then off to the races. I think that's probably more likely than just a straight shot. But that is, I gave you just the real macro view just there, but we're not out of the woods. That's what I'm saying. We are not out of the woods just yet, people. We have to clear $28.75 to $29, so that's sort of 25-cent range. We've got to clear that and close above it. Otherwise, I do not want to see a close below 26 US dollars. We can spike down. That's fine. Have a spike. Love the spikes on the downward movement. Love the downward candles. They're great because it says, oh, we're going to try this. Oh, no. You don't say the buyers. They go gobble, gobble, gobble. And that says there's strength in the market around that area. So that would be great to see if we go down to that level. I do not tell you to wait for best buy zones. If you loaded up some here in the best buy zone, hey, that's great. Good on you. You should be dollar cost averaging. Anyway, that is the best way to do it. If you want to wait, that's your business. I can't tell you what to do. But as I said, closing above 29, that looks positive for higher prices. Until we do that, it's either going to range or blop down. Okay, that's pretty much it for silver. Not out of the woods. Geez, did I do that really quickly? Yes, I did. What else do I need to look out for? Let's quickly look at the relative strength index on the daily time frame. As you can see, we went into extremely, let me do that. We went into extremely overbought all the way, and it's been on a downward trajectory since 21st of May this year. Once you go into extremely overbought, you don't tend to visit it really, really soon. Okay, you do go through periods of overbought and oversold. We haven't been oversold on the daily. We haven't been extremely oversold on the daily under this area here since, as I said last time, the start of October last year. That's a bit of a gap. Look at that gap. The last time there, so that's February of 2023, and then October, March, April, May, June, July, September, 7 months. Okay? Now, this doesn't work exactly, but November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, 9 months since we've been in extremely oversold on the daily time frame. And we're under key resistance right here. We've hit the best buy zone. We're still on the directional move down. We're still directionally moving down on the relative strength index on the daily time frame. Yeah, that gives me pause. So while we are below, as I've been saying, below at least this level of $29 right there, then I'm still in the 70% chance that we still come back down into the best buy zone. So 70% chance we see lower prices from here. 70%, right, that'll change if we break over 29. That's pretty much all you need to know. And that's, interestingly, it's only like a 70-cent difference between, we're looking positive again to, okay? It's crazy how the old technical analysis can work, but that's what I'm seeing. Out of interest on the 4 hour though, I did show you we have been moving up. That's good to see, but that is coming up, butting up against that resistance. And so, on the really intraday, on the 1 hour time frame, we've already hit the top end of the relative strength index. So we might go into extremely overbought, but that means that area there, it's looking resistancy. That's all I'm going to say. You may not spend a whole bunch of time up in here. So we're getting to that area. That's all I'm going to say. Now, of course, I could be completely wrong and we just sail through and up to $50 in 1 month's time. Yeah, you never know. That could happen. But I have to base it on the weight of evidence of what I see. That is silver. Let's do gold. Interesting. $2,409 US. Some people have been saying, we're back over key resistance of 2,400. As you know, I recently moved my final hurdle for new all-time highs from 2,400. I had that drawn in for a really long time. Well, not a really long time. I had it drawn in since about the middle of May. And then we made new all-time highs. We broke 2,400. Then we consolidated back down. We broke that 2,400 again. So I said, I have to stick with my guns. That means new all-time highs coming really soon after breaking 2,400. Key resistance. And then we did again. Unfortunately, what happened is we peaked here. Haven't peaked forever. I'm just saying we peaked just recently here. And we broke back down 2,400 and we spiked here. And you guys know this from yesterday. We spiked at 2,430 and it was a decent spike. And I said, I don't like that spike because of this resistance and this resistance here. And so I said, I am now moving my 2,400 level to 2,430, and that is where it shall remain for me. Final hurdle for new all-time highs is right there. Let me get rid of that. So that's my final hurdle for new all-time highs. Now, we are still just trading in this range. This does not, under 2,430 US dollars, does not signal to me that we're seeing new all-time highs coming soon. Nope, absolutely not. I could be completely wrong and you can disagree. Go for it. But no, it just says we're in a trading range. You can easily come up to 2,430 and that can easily be a fake out and then back down we go. Okay. Out of interest, I haven't done this yet and I'll do it right now. A quick bit of Fibonacci. I haven't done this previously. I just want to see any levels. Okay, that's interesting. Do I call it? It's pretty close for jazz. That's interesting. From this peak and this low, That spike to 2,430 is around about pretty darn close to the 0.618 Fibonacci. Okay. Yep. That's why I would call it a key level. That's really interesting. Okay. I honestly swear to God, I didn't do this beforehand. It's like within $3, $2, $3. It spiked technically on this index to, spiked to 2,432 US dollars. So $1.70 off. I think that's pretty close to the 618 Fibonacci. Yeah, key level right there. So that's why. That's even extra confirmy for me is 2,430. Absolutely. So until we're over there, no new all-time highs in gold coming, I'd have to say, anytime soon. But if we break over there, that is absolute key. Close a day above there, and I'd say, oh, that's looking really good, and then probably another test. And then I would suggest, as I've been saying, 1-2 tests of this trend line so far. I would say fourth time is probably a charm, and you would not see this be a fake out and down. You would see this breakout, then come back and retest. Where could you break out to? I don't know, $2,600, something like that. Then come back down and test this $2,500 mark, roughly. Yep, we're not there yet. And I'm absolutely not saying we're getting there anytime soon until we close a day or a week, preferably, above that 2,400. Can you see how clear that is? Have a look at that. How clear that is to me, and it should be to you, I think. I think it makes a lot of sense. I'm going to have to say on a weekly. Yeah, I can see it on a daily, but if we close the week above that, look at that spike. Look at that spike. You have a solid green here. You close that week. That's saying, but I am not saying that's happening anytime soon. While we're above this trend line, it's good to see. Okay, so that's positive. We're above this trend line. We had a little breakout. Watch out for the retest back to this trend line here, 2,380. We're just ranging, as I said, closing below 2,350. Not a good sign. It means we come back down to at least test here. The more you come back down to a region, the more likely you are to take it out. For the moment, my best buy zone of between 2,250 to 2,150 US dollars per gold ounce is only roughly about a 30% chance of happening, 20 to 30%. While we're above 2,350, we break that, then I'm saying it's going closer to 50-50. We break that, then I'm saying it's probably 70-80% chance, roughly. But that's where we are. We're just ranging, giving you the targets moving higher. Got to watch for 2430, and that's pretty much it. So that is gold. If you have any other questions about my technical analysis, the things that I use, why do I use these things, etc., post comments below right now. I'll answer those questions because I don't have a topic of the day, as I said. So any questions about technical analysis, any questions about anything, you want to ask me a personal question about my life and this and the bullion industry that I worked in for 11 years and all that stuff, or about stacking, been a stacker for longer than that, for 15 years roughly. You can ask me any newbie questions. I love newbie questions too because I've served 1,000+ customers over my time in the precious metals retail industry. So I'm used to giving the big spiel. That is gold, that is silver. Gold to silver ratio, we won't spend much time on it. We are just in the whatever zone. In here, it's whatever. We don't know which metal will reign supreme. Above here, gold looks like it's going to continue to have its day. And below here, above here, gold. Below here, silver is still on its merry way down to the much lower levels. So that's all you need to know. That is gold to silver ratio. AUD versus USD is still within that range. That's all I need to say. Those won't get time codes. Platinum. It's getting close to, but I don't think yet, getting close to being invalidated, meaning the head and shoulders pattern right here. It's getting close. We have closed a day above that key level right there of 950. Roughly it was 953, I think it was technically. And we're at 965 US dollars per platinum ounce. Oh, it's looking like it's starting to, and I can't confirm it yet. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. I'm getting excited now. I'm getting excited for platinum just for the head and shoulders thing. It may be invalidated. I will not say it is completely invalidated until it breaks this long-term downtrend line. the long-term downtrend line from February of 2008. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay, until it breaks there, I will remain head and shoulders positive. If it closes any day above there, then I'm saying, oh man, that is completely invalidated. Then we are probably seeing a move in the opposite direction pretty quickly. You'd probably come up to test this again, maybe a little move, and then on our way. Out of interest, in here is my getting excited zone for platinum. And if, when we do break 1,115 to 1,020 US dollars, if we close any month, just like silver, close above 31 on silver, 100% bull market, close above 1,120 roughly. In platinum, 100% bull market, blah, 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 black swan event, market manipulation. Okay, that tells me it is the start of something really huge for platinum. And out of interest, we are already, and see, look at this. Can you see it? It's really damn obvious when you zoom out on the chart right there. This is the monthly time frame. Breaking there, can you see how that is so key? It is completely key. You close like a lovely solid green at above 1,120. Man, that signals go, go, go time in the following months to come. Yes, up and down, but then, potentially testing, close to the highs. Probably at least to 1,700, 1,500 bare minimum probably in, the months and years preceding. It would say complete bull market for platinum. And out of interest, as Ben Ferrugia and some other people have been saying, and I have been agreeing, that platinum is highly undervalued to gold. Just so you know, this is the platinum to gold ratio. Traditionally, it has been higher than the price of gold. So this is 2.5 times the price of gold. Up here, this is back in 2000. We spiked here again. Then this yellow line right here represents the parity at 1-to-1. Out of interest, Fibonacci from this high and, where are we? This high and this low. Gee, it sort of coincided right there. It is hindsight, but it's interesting to see, interesting to note. So we have been below parity for a long, long time. And right here, platinum has never been, well, it's basically at its lowest point. We had this move right here back in March of 2020. Gee, what do you know? What happened there? Where gold shot through the roof and platinum didn't follow, right? Also, silver didn't follow as much because people run to gold in safety, right? And what was happening in March of 2020, Then we had an exact, I think, that low of 3.9, that low of 3.9 on the ratio, an exact bottoming, double bottom right there. It looked like a double bottom. It was looking good, but then unfortunately we have moved back down. So this long-term trend line, that could be broken. Okay, so are we saying that, so we came down here, we broke out, and then we had a retest. Well, it looks like we might be having another retest of this long-term downtrend line. Could we continue to go down, and could platinum continue to underperform against gold? Absolutely. We could sail just back down through here, but it's just out of interest. Platinum is historically very, very low against gold at the moment. If you take that into consideration with platinum, the platinum fiat dollar price potentially invalidating its head and shoulders pattern. And then if that breaks there, then geez, it would be looking good to say it's around about the bottom for platinum against gold. Does that all make sense? Great. That has been gold, silver, and platinum. Watch out for 980 to be broken and closed above. Then I'm really positive we're going to see great guns for platinum to continue. Gold, silver, platinum. That's it. Any questions? And that's pretty much it. While you get your final questions in, etc. By the way, I'm not using any kind of lighting. I don't have my room light on. I don't have my ring light on right there. It's just natural, baby. That's what we love. Au natural. Just so you know, a quick update on the membership thing. I will be offering a membership program. What that gets you is way extra perks. This show will always remain free, always remain the same. I'll always do it week daily and all that stuff. You'll get all this. What I will be offering is a membership program as well. It's probably going to be around about your $10 a month. but that's in Australian dollars or US dollars. We've got to figure that out. But there will be a couple of tiers. For my international subscribers, there will be a slightly cheaper price because you won't be able to access the discounts that you will be getting from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. But for the first tier of subscribers, that just means you get access to all my extra content, which I will be posting regularly. It will be to do about everything else I'm interested in. I've been in crypto since 2013. So I used to have a crypto channel, my own personal channel, not this one, another one that I built from 0 to like 10,000 subscribers in the space of about a year back in 2017, talking about crypto. I was crypto, ICOs, this all crypto. Crypto, which someone made that mug for me. My face on a mug and it says crypto. So I've been in that for not as long as precious metals, but I've been, doing both. So I'll talk about crypto. I will talk about health and wellness. I will talk about the diet I'm on. I'll talk about wellness. I'll talk about the things that I'm interested in. I'm interested in crypto. I'm interested in health and wellness. I'm interested in skincare. I'm interested in anti-aging. I'm interested in obviously, I do sports. I do pew for a sport. There, I'll be talking a lot about that. I'll be giving you information on how to access, how to get your license in Australia, how to proper techniques and grip and sight picture and all that kind of stuff. I'll be giving you tips on that side of things if you want to learn about that. I'll be going, it's a little bit more spicy as well. I'll be much more political on the private side than I will in here. This is for the general GMS family. Talk about bullion and economic stuff. I don't want to get too political on this channel. I'll get much more spicy, the good stuff, the spicy stuff on the private channel. So international subscribers, you pay a certain level tier, you get access to all of that as well. Then, because only Australians can get the discounts from Perth Bullion Exchange, because Perth Bullion Exchange do not ship internationally. There'll be a slightly higher tier, call it, $10 a month, roughly, something like that. But they'll get all the content, plus then they will get great discounts from Perth Bullion Exchange as well. And we're talking, it's going to be something like a blanket, $1 off per ounce of silver, just constantly. You just get that. You're on the list at Perth Bullion Exchange. They look at you on the list and you get that extra $1 off per ounce, something like that, or $10 off per ounce of gold, or whatever it is. It's not locked in just yet, but you'll get an instant rolling on discount from Perth Bullion Exchange. You might also get extra specials and things like that. So there's all that. Plus, I will probably be doing this on a platform. I think I'll be doing it on a platform called Locals. Locals is a great community hub. Unlike YouTube Premium, I don't think you can't post your own stuff. You can only post here when I'm live. You can comment and all this stuff, and we'll go through the comments and the questions in just a second. You can comment when I'm live, and you can comment on videos, okay, on YouTube. But on Locals, if you're a member of my Locals group, which I'm pretty sure I'll do Locals, also because the fees that they charge are less than YouTube as well. YouTube fees, the percentage fee, gross. But also you can just be part of that community, and I don't have to be live. I don't have to have made a video. You can just jump on and start talking amongst each other like you do in the chat. But this is more of a formal setting as well. So we'll be setting up this, great little community on Locals, as a more private community on Locals as well, that you can post and interact with. You're welcome to do your buy, swap, and sells and everything like that so we can have your own buy, swap, and sells. Tony can post her coins and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be a great community over there. Extra content and extra discounts for the Aussies from Perth Bullion Exchange. Make sense? That's coming soon-ish. I don't know exactly, but giving you that heads up. But this will always be free, and I'll always do it. Questions. Here we go. Yeah, tried to do that. Okay, a question from... Pete Repeat, by the way. GMS, sorry, a little late. Just got home from work. Oh, bro, 26-hour shift. Go to sleep. Don't watch this show. Go to sleep. Danny says, have you looked at the paper to silver ratio? I've been watching it grow to ridiculous levels over the last few years. The paper to silver ratio, the amount of contracts versus physical. People are saying it's like 400. I remember back in the day when I was first starting stacking back in 2010, that was around about 300 to 1. And I remember back then people would make videos about the paper price to silver prices. The contract to thing is 300 to 1. This is crazy. It's now like 400 to 1, I think. So yeah, it's around about 400 to 1. It's mental. But here's the thing. I don't know. Can it keep going? I don't know. Anyone that says it can't keep going forever, I don't know that that's true. I don't know. You know, the higher and higher it goes, the bigger the crash would be, I guess. But there's nothing to say it just can't keep going. It's like the US debt. US debt is very different to other forms of debt. They can probably just keep going and going. I mean, just inflation would keep going crazy. But, you know, that's the biggest worrying thing. The rest of everything will be okay in the end. In terms of, climate change, it will be fine. Is it a thing? Is it not a thing? I don't care. It'll be fine because the law of slow-moving disasters says a solution will come eventually. It's like, again, I've done this analogy before. If it's Armageddon style, an asteroid's going to hit the Earth, we find out in enough time, we create some technology and we blast that thing out of the sky. That's fine. So if you have a long enough time to see the disaster coming, human ingenuity and inventions that we don't have yet, that we couldn't even dream of yet, will happen that fix climate change and fix this if it's a thing anyway. It happens to be with climate change. We need very cheap, very green energy anyway, and that happens to be nuclear. So nuclear is the way to save us anyway, right? So that's taken care of. But US debt, different story probably. Maybe it can't go on forever. That's the one thing that worries most people is what the hell do you do with the US debt? You can't pay it down now. It's impossible to pay it down without going into an extreme economic bad time. Anyway, there's some things that people have some ideas on. I just went a total tangent there. My apologies. But you love my tangents. I usually work 24 hours. Why are you working 24-hour shifts? Pete, let me know what you do. If that's too private, don't let me know what you do. But I'm interested to know, what do you do for a 24-hour shift? Got a late job. Do you sleep in that time? No, you have to sleep in that time. That's not possible. I hope you get a good rest and the wages are good. Yeah, bloody well hope so. Oh, what? I usually push through the day. Huh? I've only had a 3%. Oh, dude, what do you do to do that? You're not sleeping 24 hours? You're not sleeping for 24 hours? No, man. I couldn't do that. I did that once in my life. I was singing in a club as I'm wont to do, because that's my nighttime career for 25 years. And this was back in the 2011, 2012, something like that, 2010. And I decided, you know what? It's 3 a.m. The gig's finished. I'm going to go out to a club with the friends and some people. Went out to the club, got to 6 a.m. and I went, I'm going to stay up today. I'm going to stay up. So I stayed up for 36 hours total. And by the end of the 36th hour, my gut was in knots. My gut was twisted. I was my body just went bloop, 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 shut down. And I will never sleep. I will never go 24 hours without sleep again. It was just gross. I don't know how you do it, Pete. Could be me, however. I have not been able to get time codes. Oh, interesting. Previously, yes. Oh. Not been able to get time codes to work on your vids recently. I will check that out. Okay, thanks for letting me know that. I'll check that out. But Matthew, if you're talking on YouTube, I'll check that out. I don't usually put them on Facebook. I don't get the time. But I'll check that out. Thanks, Matthew. I appreciate that. 30% inflation over the same time. Yes, of course. LAM, yes. And working a job that is highly desirable doesn't help. Oh, so it's a highly desirable job. Oh my goodness. Yes, the paper to silver ratio is 400 to 1. It is insane. Living Element, you're obviously not a journo at 9 a.m. Yeah. They just went on strike. Oh, did they? Oh, no. Oh, no. Did journalists go on strike? Oh, what will we do? I'm so livid, man. We better get those guys a pay rise really quickly because I can't live without journalists. Man, those hard-hitting, fact-based, unbiased journalists, what would we do? We may have to just go to like citizen journalism on Twitter/X or whatever. I don't know. How would we know what is real in this world if we don't have journalists? Dang it. So I think they should probably strike. Just do it for as long as it takes to get, make it a 50% rise. Make it a 100% rise. Do it for as long as it takes. Journos, and, we'll just have to suck it up, won't we? On YouTube. All right, I'll check that out. Matthew, Pete, repeat. I will email you, Joe. After 25 years, you get used to it. Wow. Bro. Anyway, that should be it for the show, I think. Yeah, we are at whatever. Quick one. Love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Good Morning Stackers, your weekdaily live show. You will get another one. It is Wednesday today, the 31st of July. Yes, we are in the future here in Down Under in Australia. You'll get another one. Tomorrow, Living Adam Man says, Bible says, be content with wages, just spend it wiser. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, still you got to push for your wages a little bit. You got to get what you think you're worth, but don't be overconfident. That is it, people. Theme music. That's been another. So, tomorrow, grab a tasty beverage for the Synchronised. You've been awesome as always, people. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking. See you tomorrow.